Okay, here we go. Remember, some of the stuff you'll follow me, it's incorrect. Grant is recording the hourly temperatures of Grove City for a science project. He starts at 8 a.m. and records the temperature each hour for 24 hours. The graph represents the temperature of the city X hours after 8 a.m. So here is X hours after 8 a.m. So, I'm assuming this is at 0 is 8 a.m. This is 0, X hours after. This is 8 a.m. Okay, that's going to be confusing. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 8, 9 a.m. Okay, 10 a.m. Most of you will probably get this wrong, but that's why you listen to YouTube. 8 is right here. 9 is here. 10 a.m. 11. Sorry, that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Okay. 11 o'clock, 12, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, going back to 8 in the morning. So I'm reading it that way. Okay, because this is X hours after 8 a.m. because this says after 8 a.m. Is this graph continuous or discrete? Is the graph increasing, decreasing, or both increasing and decreasing? Is the graph linear or nonlinear? Okay. So we established that. First of all, it is the graph is, and it asks you to explain, continuous because there's no breaks. It is both increasing and decreasing. The graph is non-linear because it's not a straight line. Oh, geez. Okay. What was the temperature of Grove City at 8 a.m.? At 8 a.m. is when he started. It was at 40 degrees right over here. At 8 a.m. it was 40 degrees. At noon would be right here. It's 60 degrees. And at noon, it was 60 degrees. Now, okay? Any question? I know you got plenty because this was quite challenging. I'm sorry you started ahead of time and didn't get it right. Did the temperature change at a constant rate between 8 and noon? Yes, it did. If you can see, it's a straight line between there. Yes. Did the temperature change? Yes. 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 The temperature change at a constant rate between 8 a.m. and noon oh jeez the reason why it's a constant rate of change is how I know, or how you should know, is it created a straight line. It's a straight line between 8 a.m. and noon. Just take these two apart. It is straight. Okay? What was the rate of change between 8 a.m. and noon? The rate of change, anytime it asks for rate of change, it is per hour. Okay, so if we look at the graph between 8 and noon, it's a change of 20. 8 and noon together is 4 hours. So per hour, if it's then you would go, okay, to find the rate of change, you would take the 4 hours, you divide 20 by 4, because 20 degrees was the difference between the degrees between 8 a.m. here and 12. There's a 20 degrees change. 60 minus 40 is 20. So 20 degrees change in 4 hours. So you have to divide that by 4, because of 4 hours, to find out how many degrees it changed in an hour. So it's 5 degrees change per hour. And if you look at the graph, this is important for you to know, that if you put a dot up 5, because the graph is going by 5, it's over 1 hour. Up 5 hours, over 1. 5 degrees, and it's 1 hour. The rate of change, as you see, it's constant, creating the straight line. The rate of change is the same thing as slope. It's very important to know that. Okay? That rate of change is the same thing as slope. Basically what it is per hour. Slope is the same thing as per hour. Okay? How much did the temperature change between noon to 2? So the question is noon to 2 p.m. So we need to look at the graph again. Look at noon. I'm going to erase all the other ones. Between noon to 2. 2 is right here. Oh, nice. It's just a flat line. That's a horizontal line. You call that horizontal. Okay? What was the rate of change between noon to 2? Did the temperature change? No. There's no change in temperature. No change in temperature. It stayed the same. What was the rate of change? They want to know the rate of temperature change between noon and 2 is 0, because there's none. The rate of change was 0. That means it has 0 slope. What was the shape of the graph during the time from noon to 2? If you look at noon to 2, that graph again is a horizontal line. That's called a horizontal line. Okay, so right here, I hate this. This is a horizontal line, the graph. Always try to write incomplete sentence, please. The graph is a horizontal line. Okay, number 9, label each segment of graph with letters A through, I'm assuming L here, or I, beginning from the left. Complete the table by recording the time interval for each segment and describe what happened in the problem situation represented by the graph, that segment of the graph represented by that segment of graph. Then state the temperature and whether it was increasing or decreasing. Okay, so let's label it first. They want you to label on this page, and the other page with all the big chart is where you finish the rest of the question. Okay, this one we start with letter A. That's A. Okay. This segment right here is B. This segment right here going up is C. This segment right here, little segment, is D. This segment here going down, it's E. Okay, this segment right here, flat line, is F. Horizontal. In math it's called horizontal. This next segment that's going down from there is G. The horizontal segment, the flat horizontal segment, is H. And then we stop at the letter I right here. Okay, now we need to, on the next page, describe that. Okay, they gave you 2 examples already because they did that. So if you look at segment C, it's going up at a constant rate. Okay, C is the time interval is between, let's see, 6 and 8. 6 and 8. 6 to 8. And the change in temperature is 60 to 80, 20 degrees in 2 hours. So from 6 to 8, 6 is at what time? Let's see. Oh my gosh, I erased this. 8, 9. I shouldn't have erased everything, sorry. This is 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm still working. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so forth, 7, 8, okay? So the time interval, I hope I mark it right this time. It's not as clear as the first. But anyway, 6, time interval, 0 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 6 to 8 is 2 to 4 p.m. From 2 to 4 p.m., the temperature increased by 20 degrees. Okay, so the rate of change then, because it's in 2 hours, is the rate of change, or the slope, the rate of change is 10 degrees per hour. An increase, a positive 10 degree per hour. Okay. Now the next interval D is a flat. It's between 4 and 5, and its 6 and 7. Or is it 6 and 7? I can't. 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Interval 8 and 9. The temperature is constant. 8 and 9 is 4 to 5. 4 to 5 p.m. The temperature is remain constant. Remain the same at 80 degrees. Okay, interval E, it's going down from 80 to 50 degrees. And the interval is 9. This is 9 to 11. Okay, 9 to 11, or 5 to 7. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. the temperature decrease let me check again. 30 degrees. The rate of change then is a negative 15 degree. Is a negative 15 degrees. Now letter F is a flat line, and that's between interval 11 through 15, I believe. 11 through 15. 11 through 15 is the temperature remained the same. That is between 7 to 11 p.m. It's 4 hours. The temperature remained the same. Yes, Bryce.
I'm almost all done.
Almost. I'm at I. At 50 degrees. It's harder to flip back and forth with the iPad. Letter G is the interval between 15 and 16. Jeez. 15 and 16, sorry. And it is between 11 to 12 a.m. at midnight. Where are we? And it decreased by 10 degrees. Because the constant rate of change is, because it's only 1 hour, as you can see, it's 11 to 12. This is also the rate of change. Therefore, the rate of change is also 10 degrees. This is only 1 hour given. Letter H is a flat line, and that's between the interval 16 through 22. Thank God, we're almost done. 16 to 22. That's 12 a.m. to, is that 6 hours? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes, 6 hours. To 6 a.m., the temperature remained the same. I forgot to put temperature in all these. Sorry, you guys. The temperature remain the same. It's a horizontal line. The rate of change is 0. Okay? Remember, if it remains the same, if it's a horizontal line, it's really important you remember this. The rate of change is 0. It's an important math concept that you'll need later on that's valuable to learn. I, right here, is increasing back from 6 to 8 a.m. It increases 10 degrees. So 22 to 24 hours, the rate of change is, it increases, that's from 6 a.m. to back to 8 a.m. The rate of the temperature increase by 10 degrees. You need to divide 10 by 2 of 2 hours, so the rate of change is 5 degrees, or the slope is 5 degrees, which is 5 over 1. You go up 5 over 1. 5 degrees and you go over 1 hour. Okay, that's about it. It's a positive. I hope you guys all get it. It's pretty easy. It's just tedious because it requires a lot of writing.